Thank you, Sean. We are now turning to our weekend gardener who has some tips for you about seeds.
Hello, gardening friends. Welcome to the Weekend Gardener. You know, we're just in that window now to start some seeds for fall. I know it's still hot, but you can get on board real quickly here if you go ahead and start some seeds, and it's really easy. A lot of folks are afraid to start seeds, but now that you're an urban gardener, it's time to grow many more crops than you go out to the nursery and find. First thing I like to do is get a little soap under my nails. You know, I don't want to have dirt in there all day. It's not a bad thing for a gardener, but a lot of you are going to go do something else. So I'll rub the soap on there, fill it up, and now the soil won't go in. So starting seeds, well, get some for your cat too. Don't forget, your cat likes cat grass. They really need it if they're indoor cats, and this is very simple to do. You just take the, here I got an open one, you take the seeds and you spread them all over. You do it rather heavily. They're covered usually 1/4 to 1/2 inch. So we go ahead and do that. And then I'll put a little soil on there. And now we've done something for the cats too. So getting some seeds started. You know, we're going to the cool crops. And this year I'm going to grow a lot of Asian vegetables. So you can't find them all at the stores. Root crops are not started in pots. Root crops are directly sown out in the garden. So what we're going to do, here's some edamame. I'm going to grow that in the garden too. This is a favorite of ours, and it's good when you're drinking some beer. And so here's a cabbage right here. This is Monument, and this is a Chinese cabbage hybrid. This is a very good one to sow into your little boxes. And here's another one, the Chinese radish, going directly into the garden. Another one going directly into the garden. Bok choy, though, would be seeded out there directly. And you can start a lot of your other crops like cauliflower. You want to get an early crop of cauliflower, go ahead and seed it. Heirlooms are going to be very popular this year. Look for heirlooms. They're a classic. Broccoli rab, some kale. Boy, talk about the delicious crop during the wintertime. So you get yourself a good potting mix. I like this one called the Germinator, and you'll fill these little cells. You can buy these cells at garden centers, or you may have one left over from shopping at a garden center. Reuse, reduce, recycle, you know. So we'll put a little soil in there, and one of the ways of getting the seeds in is to make a little hole to the proper depth, and every one of the containers will tell you the depth. And we'll go ahead and start that way. And then the next thing we do is we go ahead and seed our cauliflower in there. You know, an important thing to do is to know what you're going to be growing. The City of Austin and others will have a chart. And this will tell you, here's September. Look how busy September gets with crops. And you need to get after it right now, too. But the soil might be really warm. And so one of the things that is important is don't put certain seeds in a hot soil. Carrots aren't going to germinate even though you want some. So what we'll like to do is use a soil thermometer, and then that will give you the correct temperature for putting seeds in there. So there's some ideas. It's a real good time to get started with your fall garden, and you can do it at home and save a lot of money in your urban garden. We'll see you later.